Boy and his dogs here playing Hexcells Plus. We're moving on to puzzle 5-2. It's one of the few puzzles I've come across in the game where I felt it was just a little too tedious. It starts to become, I don't know, it wasn't terribly enjoyable for me. But we'll get started. These -2s, we already have one selected, so we know that the next blue one in these columns can't be connected to these blue 4s. Alright, so for this 3 we have 2 selected, and we know that one of these 2 will be blue for this 2, so we can eliminate these other 3, 4. Likewise, up here we have 1 selected, and we know that one of these 2 will be blue, so we can eliminate all the others in that region. Alright, so for this we have 1, 2, 3, only one more left, so that's 4. And especially in this puzzle, make sure to right click to deselect. There's so many overlapping areas that you have to kind of go back and forth between. It helps to know which ones you've already solved for. Alright, so for this we have 1, 2, 3. We know that these are gone. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one's solved. Alright, so that's blue for that too. Alright, so down here for this 2, we know that that's blue. Alright, we're gonna take a break from this area and come over to the bottom right. So we have 2 selected here, so we can eliminate these 3. For this 2, we already have 2 selected, so we can eliminate the rest in that region. Alright, then coming up here, we have 2, so we can eliminate all those others. It's kind of like the low-hanging fruit of the puzzle. So for this 5, actually, let's see, we can eliminate that one for that one. So for this 5, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We know the rest of these are blue. Alright, so for this column, we already have 4. We can eliminate these last 2. For this column, we already have our 1 selected, so we can eliminate those last 2. Alright, so for this 3, we know that those will be blue. Alright, 1, 2, 3. So that is going to be blue. So I think we have 8 in this column now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can eliminate this one. Alright, so for this we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes it gets kind of hard to see what's been selected, so that's why I will double click sometimes just so I can kind of clearly define that region. Alright, so here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can eliminate this one. And you can probably start to see why this puzzle becomes tedious pretty quickly. Alright, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4. We can eliminate that. We have 4 for that. I feel like they almost give you too many of these blue hexagons. I feel like it just becomes a distraction. They're not. I don't feel like they're necessary, some of these, to actually solve the puzzle in its entirety. Alright, so for this one we have 4, 5, 6. We can eliminate these 2. Alright. Okay, for this 4, we have 1, 2. We know one of these, and only one of these 2 will be blue, which would make it 3, and so we know this one would have to be the 4th. Alright, so for this we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we know one of these will be the 5th one, so we can eliminate those 3. where are we going to go to next? Alright, just taking a peek around. Let's take a look at this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't solve for that yet. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so for this 4, we have 1, 2, 3. We know one of these two will be the 4, so we can eliminate that one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 here. We can eliminate that top one. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We know that top one is blue for the 5. So we have 1, 2, 3. Alright. So that's solved for. That's solved for. Okay, so for this column, we already have one selected. We can eliminate the rest of these. Okay, so for this bottom 2, we know that one of these 2 will have to be blue for this to work for the 3. So, excuse me, we can eliminate this top one. Same thing applies to this 2. Alright, now for this 4 we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We can eliminate those 2. So for here we have 4, so we know 2 of these will be blue. Not quite sure which ones yet. 1, 2, let's see here. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So those are going to be blue. We now have our 3 for that bottom one. So we can deselect those bottom 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can't really solve for that quite yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like we're just shy of being able to get some of these. Where is our next in at? 3. Okay, so for here we have 3 selected. We know one of these 2 will be blue, so we can eliminate this one. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where's my 7th here that I am missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. I just did my math. I counted incorrectly. Those still be blue for that 7. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can eliminate that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can eliminate this one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can eliminate this one. Alright. So now we can mark this as blue for that 2. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can't solve for that one quite yet. Let's take a look at this new 4 we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, wait. Let's see. 1, 2. We know only one of these can be the third, so this one has to be blue to make that 4. So now we have that 2. We have that 2. So we have solved for this 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can eliminate this bottom one. Okay, now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We can eliminate this one. We now know that is blue. So we've got our 4 for that. We've got our 2 for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 5 in this column. We can eliminate this bottom one. There's only 1 in this column. There's only 1 left, so we know that's blue. We can hide that column. We've got all of our blues for those 2. Alright, so that right side is coming together pretty well. So we know this is blue because there's only 1 in this area so far. Just deselecting some of these that are clear we've already solved. Alright, so for this column we have 2 selected, so we can eliminate this top one. For that 3, we know that these 2 will be blue. For that column we have our 4, we can eliminate the bottom one. We have our 4 there, we have our 4 there. So we have 3, 1, 2. All right, we're getting there. It's a long one. Popping back over here. We have 5 around that already selected. One of those 2 will be blue. I feel like there's some overlapping logic for this area over here. Let me just take a look at my columns to see if I'm missing anything obvious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and excuse me. Let's look at the 7 down here again. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7. We know one of these 4 will be eliminated. But we don't know quite yet which one it is. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1 will be eliminated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know one of these two will be eliminated for the 6. So based on that, 1, 2, one of these will be eliminated, so that'll be 3. We know this one will be safe and will be blue. Okay. Good. So now for this column, we have our 2. Let's go ahead and eliminate those. Let's look at our 7 now, see if that helps that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We know one of these will be the 6th one, making that a safe 7th. Okay. So for this, we have 1, 2, 3, and one of those we can't really solve for that 4 quite yet. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How are we going to get that last one there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's see. Let's look at this 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So one of these will have to be eliminated for this 5. And the same thing with the 4. We know that we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that doesn't really help us a lot either. Alright, so for this one, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, we can solve for this now. That's going to be the 4th. Gonna hop back up here. Have 1, 2, 3. One of those will be eliminated. So either way, can't really solve for that one quite yet. We have 1, 2. We know that there's only going to be one more blue left. And for this 3, even if both of these were blue, one of these would have to be blue. So we could eliminate this one, and this one. Okay. For this 2, we know that that's going to be blue. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can solve for that. We now have 1, 2, 3. We can eliminate this one, solving that 3. Let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The rest of those are blue. We have our 2 here, so we can eliminate those 2. Okay, we've already solved for that 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have our 2 up there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so only one of these will be blue to meet this 5. We know that one of these has to be eliminated. So for that 3, we know that these 2 are going to be blue. So heading back over here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We can kill this last one. And we've solved for the 5 too. Now this column, we know this one down here has to be blue. We can eliminate this column. This one we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for that column. All right. feel like we have to solve for the bottom to get the top, potentially. Alright, so we already have 4 here. We can deselect this one. We're solved for 8. We have all of our selected for that column. We have 6. We have 3 in this one. Okay, let's look at this one again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We know that one of those 2 is gone. Same there. Let's look at the 7 one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, how are we going to get at these 2? I feel like it's a similar issue in both the bottom and the top. Where is our clue? One, 2. I feel like it's just like hidden in plain sight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3. We know that one of those. Where is the logic? 1, 2, 3, 4. So both those areas overlap with that 5. It would help if one of these hexagons around these yellow areas only had like a tail of it, like it didn't select both. Then we could probably help narrow it down some. Done that in some of the earlier puzzles before. Alright, I see the problem. I deselected one I shouldn't have. So this 4, we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4. We can eliminate this one, solving the 4. And we can, we know this bottom one has to be blue then. So that helps solve that. Now we still know that one of these 2 will have to be eliminated at this point. And we did a similar thing. Here, that one shouldn't have been marked because we didn't completely solve every hexagon within that. We have 1, 2, 3. This can be gone, and that can be blue. Getting it perfect. So, I guess the lesson from this puzzle is if you're stuck and you feel like there's no other way around it, take a look at ones you might have deselected because you might have had a mistake there. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I hope to see you at the next puzzle.